Hi, you rates. In this video, we are going through question 4 of the challenge questions in the revision booklet. Okay, so this question asks us to factorize these quadratic trinomials. Okay, so remember that trinomials oh, trinomials means that we have 3 terms. Okay, so here we can see 1, 2, 3 terms. All right, so how do we factorize this? So first, we need to find two numbers that multiply to give the last term, okay? Or two numbers that multiply to give 12 in this case. So, what two numbers multiply to give 12? Well, we have 1 times 12, right? We also have, now remember that we can have negative number as well. So it can also be -1 times -12 because we want to get positive 12, right? So two negatives multiply together. We can also have 2 times 6 or -2 times 6. Okay? Or we can also have 3 times 4. Oh, -2 times -6. Okay? 3 times 4. Or we can also have -3 times -4. Okay? Now, which of these pair add to give the middle term? Okay, and in this case, that is -8. So looking at these 6 pairs here, the one that would add to give us -8 is -2 and -6. Okay, so our answer, really easy here, is we are going to put them into the brackets. And the way that we put them into the brackets is x minus 2. Okay, the -2 comes from the -2, and x minus 6. Okay, so just put these two into brackets after the x like this, and you get the answer. Next, we have x squared plus 10x minus 24. Okay, so same thing, two numbers that multiply to give, now this times is -24. Okay, so what do we have? We have 1 times -24. Okay, we want to have a negative here, so one of the numbers has to be a negative. Of course, we can also have or -1 times 24. Now we can also have 2 times -12 or -2 times 12. Okay, what else do we have? We can have 3 times -8 or -3 times 8. Okay, and I think we can have one more, and that's 4 times -6 or -4 times 6. Right. So, which pair add to give the middle term? And in this case, that is +10. Alright, so looking at these 8 pairs here, the one that would give us +10 is -2 and 12. So our answer would be x minus 2 and x plus 12. Okay? Okay, the final one here. Now this one is a bit different because this time we have a number in front of the x square. Okay? Now what we want to do is we want to make it so that there is no number in front of the x square. Okay? This is what we call a monic quadratic. Monic because actually there's an invisible 1 there. Okay? So mono stand for 1. So what we want to do here is we want to first take out the common factor. And the common factor here is -3. Okay? So -3, I'm going to rewrite this first. So this is -3 times x squared. Okay? Now how do I rewrite plus 21 as a multiplication of -3 and something else? So what you can do is you can just divide 21 by -3. And what we're going to get is you see that -3 times -7 is going to give you positive 21. Okay? And then for the -18, so we want to write it as a multiplication of -3 and something else. So divide -18 by -3 and you should get 6. Okay? So bringing the -3 outside as a common factor, and we have x squared left from the first term minus 7x for the second term and plus 6 for the last term. Okay, remember we are taking the -3 out. Okay, so now what we have to do is we find two numbers that multiply to give plus 6. Okay, now easy, we have 1 times 6, or we can have -1 times -6. We can also have 2 times 3, or -2 times -3. Okay, which pair add to give the middle term? And in this case, that is going to be -7. And we can see that it's going to be -1 and -6. So how are we going to write our answer this time? So we still need to have the -3 on the outside, okay? And then we're going to write x minus 1 and x minus 6. Okay? So these are our answer for question 4 of the challenge questions in our revision booklet. I hope that this video helps you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.